hello, hello. Happy Saturday, boys and girls. This is Miss Bien-Aime here. I am excited because now you guys will get to see my official YouTube channel for you guys. All right, because it's free and it's cheaper than all the other apps. Anyway, all right, so your Good Burger project. I initially I wasn't going to do this. I was going to get straight into adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying decimals, but I feel like I need to go over this with you guys. So, as you guys know, your Good Burger project is a mathematical analysis. So, you are watching the movie and you're going to give an analysis of what happens surrounding money and how money is being spent, et cetera, and the choices that some of the characters are making around money, debt, etc. So these are the standards. So standards are really, so each skill has a code, so I'm supposed to cover, you know, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing multi-digit decimals with you guys. So I figured like I wanted to do it in a task format so that you guys can have like a connection with it. So percentages is touched on, and of course we're going to see percentages later on. But if you can somehow make a little bit of sense out of it, I'm totally like happy about that. The interesting thing that I'm doing this year is that since I'm teaching across grades, I am assigning this assignment across grades. It's important that every student learns how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide by hand. The calculators are great and all, but there's some operations that you just need to know how to do. It's a life skill. So please, just don't get frustrated just because, doing step by step equations or operations tend to be like a lot, but I just want you guys to lean into that discomfort. All right, so your task, so let's review the task again. If you have not sent me your draft, which was due Tuesday, September 24th, please send it to me. Today is October 5th. October 5th. This project is due October 9th, 2024. All right? All right, so here's your task. Your job is to watch the movie Good Burger. You're going to write a 2-page essay, or you can use Google Docs, a presentation board, Adobe Sparks. Like if you log into Clever, there's a plethora of platforms for presentations that are there for your use. It must be a visual experience. It must be. You need to have photos. You need to like show illustrations. Like I want it to be so over the top because I am going to display this in the hallway, and I want when people see it, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, that is an amazing analysis. What class is this? I want to come in. I want to see these students." Okay, because that's how brilliant I think you all are. All right, number theory. In Good Burger, math plays a central role in the development of the movie. Your project must include math elements, obviously, but we can't include math elements without understanding how the characters get involved in the many problems that they get involved in. And that's the funny part of it. So, again, many of the characters have a character arc. And just to give you a brief example of what a character arc, so I want you to think about your favorite movie and how the person might have started out as nice, and then over time they become evil, or they were evil and then become like really good people. That's what a character arc is, okay? And so many of the characters in the movie have that. So I definitely want you guys to tap into that. So in our class discussion, and because I've taught this over like for the last 5 years or so, we had initially a class discussion, but with you guys had already written some things to me, and you were like saying that he's dumb and he's not smart. I want us to avoid using that word, and it's very important that we do that. I think that, everybody is an individual and everybody processes information in ways that's different, and I think that's what makes us super unique. So please do not use dumb. If anything, I think Ed has a learning disability, but I think he uses it as a strength, okay? All right. So here's a format. You do not have to use this format. You can use the money table format that one of my students requested of me last week. So shout out to you. You know who you are. And I will go over that too. So, what are the circumstances that arise from the series of events that would ultimately lead to the climax of the movie? So, in this section, you will provide the various obstacles, obviously, that are faced due to money problems. Okay? Please provide detailed evidence from the movie. What happened first? What was the cost? How much does Dexter need to make? And for all the characters, and however you are approaching this. Ed, how does Ed's sauce help contribute to the success of Good Burger? Is he being compensated fairly? What are some possible options where all parties could have been equitably compensated? So I'm not going to give it all away. Well, I am. There is a scene in there because I think you guys are going to probably gloss over it. There's a scene in there about contracts, and I want some of you guys to tap into that. Not necessarily, but I think it's important for you guys as young adults and as you become adults. It's important that you read everything that you sign. Okay. In our class discussion, many of you cited that Ed was not smart, but I disagree, which is a true statement. I think he has a learning disability, but I don't think that stops him from, doing things the way quote unquote normal people do. Like I just don't subscribe to that. But hey, you guys may have different opinions. I am absolutely okay with you sharing your own opinions. I just need for you to keep it respectful and keep it, keep it clean. All right. So paragraph 6, we see the movie unfolds. As the movie unfolds, we see teamwork, hard work. Then there's a loyalty to the business that comes about. I want to know what were some of these factors. Talk to me about that. What led up to that? Paragraph 7, please summarize your conclusion with a clear and thoughtful analysis of Good Burger and how, and when you peel back the layers of the movie, you see there are many lessons to be learned here. Last but not least, this is my favorite part, creative license. For me, like, I love art. Anything that you can do to make it like super creative, I am here for it. Go over the top. Do whatever is going to make your little heart happy, okay? Please pay attention to this document. This document is not to be ignored. This is your rubric. This is what I'm going to be grading you off of, okay? Problem solving, math content, math communication, presentation, use of mathematical terminology. If you have none of these things, then you are in the level 1. All right? 2, you have some, but not quite there, and there's some errors, then you would be a level 2 across the board in terms of math solving, math content, math communication, presentation, use of math terminology, etc. Now, this is where you need to be. You need to be in the 3 and the 4s, okay? And it tells you everything that you need to do. I am not going to read it with you. You can read it with your parents. Then you're going to compare it to your work, and you're going to say, oh, wait, I don't have this, so I'm not a level 3. Like, those are the conversations that I want you to have with yourself, okay? So I wanted to touch on this topic on this document, because some of the students were like, oh, my God, that's a lot of words, blah, blah, blah. Expect for my tasks to have lots of words because I do a lot of math literacy and financial literacy. But I did think that my student who recommended me to do the Good Burger money table, I think he was spot on for asking me that, because I think for me, like, chunking it like this is going to help streamline some of you guys who don't want to read through the whole document, but you actually need both. But this could be what you have in front of you as you're watching the movie, sort of like a note-taking tool, okay? So here are some questions. You can put the dollar amount here. So this is just for you. Please make use of it. And yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. What I am going to do is show you a sample of my student work. Please do not copy her work. She did it 3 years ago, and life and so many things have changed over the last 3 years. So I'm interested in getting to know you and how you see the world right now. And so this is where we were at. So here it is. As I was, telling you, here is like a title. Good. Then, she shows us some pictures. So very cute. Then she gives us like an intro. Then she talks math. Then she goes into gullibility because I'm very, very, very strict about how we perceive ed. So I love that she was able to find a way to describe Ed, which I think is an accurate way to like describe him. Manipulation. I really love that she did this. Persuasion, because passive aggressive. Like she went into like a deep psychological like, thing with this. So that was, and this is true to her spirit and her character. The student. The financial part. What happens when you lack business knowledge? You're taken advantage of and possibly cheated out of money. Like, oh my God, like this was like chef's kiss goal. I just love it. Um, Listen, like you don't understand. She just took it there, and anyway, she got like a really good grade with me. And I just want you guys to be patient because it took us a while to get there. Like so many rewrites, so many drafts before we got it to that point. So many questions that I did ask her before we got to this final product. Okay, so please, be patient. I did want to show you guys how to use, I'm going to delete this. Believe it or not, you guys, this is my second, third, fifth time recording this actual video because I just, yeah. Anyways, so I can't show you how to do it from Google Classroom, obviously, for obvious reasons. So when you click on Google Slides, um, here you're going to go to slide, here, insert slide, add, good burger, a mathematical analysis. And you put name, so Miss Bien-Aime. And then again, you go here, insert slide. I'm just showing you guys how to navigate Google Slides for you that are coming from elementary school. This is very new for you. Layout, here, this is where you can add the overview about the movie. And, and you can right click too. So this is habit for me. And you can then change the layout. And here I've noticed that some students will put all about Dexter. They'll put a picture of him here. The way you do that, you go to insert image. Some students have been able to drag and drop the photo. I don't know how. I tried it. It didn't work out. So, you just go here and then upload or search the web, okay? I will here. You can search the web. So I'm going to look up Ed Good Burger, okay? Here we go. Okay. Not a good photo, and I think you can then add it, okay? And then you can delete this in the back, and then you can write about your Ed, okay? So that's how you can do that. And yeah, here's a nice picture of a burger. So again, just to recap how you insert picture. So you go to image, search the web. Well, first let's get a slide. So here, slide, new slide. Let me see. I'm just gonna put good burger. Okay. So you guys have to be really specific about what you're looking for. Good burger movie. Okay, so why is it not showing up? That's wild. Good burger movie. interesting. Doing the search from here is not that great, but you know, just pull up a Google browser, save it to your computer, and then hit insert. Okay. And there's one thing that I forgot to show you guys how to do, and that is how to use the dictation. I'm sorry. Um, so there's one thing I forgot to tell you guys how to do, which is super, super important. Again, one of my students, you know, because you guys are geniuses and brilliant, they actually showed me how to do this the other day, and I was like, whoa, that's great. It's a great tool. So go to the help option, right, and search for dictate speaker notes. And what that's going to do, it's going to put the notes right here, and then you're going to copy and paste it. So let's say I'm going to write all about Ed. So I'm going to speak. So Ed is an amazing worker. He's a little clumsy at times. He's funny. Has a good heart, has a good spirit. So you want to do that, and then once you're done, you stop. Then you take that, highlight it, copy, cut, and paste. Okay, and then you can change the color of the text right here, white. So the reason why the dictation tool is important is because some of you get so much in your head when you're writing, and I think you focus on the words. Are you spelling them right? Are you guys are just very much in your head based on me observing you. And writing is an art. So in observing one of my students who, he's like, you know what, I'm not going to attempt to type. I can't type fast. I can't do all this stuff. So I think for him, when he actually when he used the dictation tool, he was so hilarious. Like, I can't wait to read his presentation. He was so hilarious. So please take advantage of that. And I'll tell you again, go to help option, search for dictation speaker notes. Remember, it's going to be here. You copy and you paste it. So it's going to take away the stress and the frustration around writing. Alrighty, so that's it for this video. I know you guys were looking for it. Here it is. And it's TheTeacherMsBien-Aime hyphen. So TheTeacherMsBien-Aime. That is the YouTube channel. Okay, I'm not changing it. So this is where I will upload this actual video. I hope this was helpful. So the next few videos that I'm going to record today is how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimals. And thank you, thank you, thank you. So happy Saturday, boys and girls. Be great, be amazing, and I'm looking forward to the amazingness that you're going to send to me. All right. Oh,